Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing Dark. This is season 3, episode 7, and it is titled Zwischen der Zeit. Sorry, I'm not good with sets or C's or however, whatever you want to call that letter. I'm not good at pronouncing it. It means between the time. And the last one ended with like a cliffhanger, where it's like Adam is just on the cusp of plunging everything into annihilation, which we found out that is his plan. Just annihilate everything, and then there will be no more suffering, I guess. And Ava, we saw her send a lot of people that we obviously know, sending them back in time and to other worlds and everything on assignments to make the cycle, just keep going and keep going. So what's gonna happen now? Because like Adam obviously can't succeed, because then these last 2 episodes, as we said in the previous one, they're just gonna be like nothing. So yeah, something's gotta give. Something has to happen at least. But do you have anything you want to jump into before we? Nope.
No.
Alrighty, then let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions for Dark and all the other shows that we are doing on our Patreon page. The link is down in the description below. And here we go.
Was ist Realität?
Huh?
Gibt es davon nur eine einzige? Erwin Schrödinger hat für diese Frage ein überaus interessantes Gedankenexperiment konstruiert. Schrödingers Katze.
Oh, they're straight up just explaining shit to us now.
Wie viele unterschiedliche Realitäten wären dann nebeneinander möglich?
Warte!
Oh.
Warte!
But do you have the... Oh.
Ich weiß, was der Ursprung wirklich ist. Und wie alles zusammenhängt.
Whoa. So that's what happened there, and why there's a... Yeah, well, time or whatever you want to say, where she doesn't save Jonas. Or, bring him to the other world. But was that then Eva who sent Bartosz to pick up?
Yeah.
Yeah, must be. Ow. Oh shit, ow.
Oof.
That really did some damage. No. Oh, that's how he's gonna get the...
These scars and everything.
Yeah.
Ich wollte sie nicht erschrecken. Manchmal glaube ich, es hört ja nie auf zu regnen. Ich bin Silja.
Bartosz.
But Adam sent Celia there. Right?
Yeah.
Some sort of shield.
Du darfst die Hoffnung nicht verlieren.
Oh, he's going to.
Ich kann das nicht mehr.
Only gray and yellow colors. That it's almost something we don't talk about enough. It's just the way this series is shot, cinematography, their use of colors,
And the use of the lack of color.
yes.
Poetic.
Yeah. Someone's gonna intervene, right? Or is this just one of the possible outcomes? No. Oh, hey! Noah!
Du kannst nicht sterben.
simply not working? Straight up can't die.
Weil es dein älteres Ich bereits gibt. Die Zeit erlaubt es nicht.
Ah.
Sie wird sich wieder öffnen. Und dann wirst du uns, dann wird Adam uns ins Paradies führen. Er hat gesagt, dass wir Freunde werden, bevor du mich verrätst.
Gut.
Oh.
So who she's giving birth to?
Hallo.
Oh.
Der Mensch ist in der Lage, ein Ziel, so unerreichbar es auch erscheinen mag, über die Dauer eines ganzen Lebens zu verfolgen. Wir werden erst loslassen können, wenn wir unser Ziel endgültig erreicht haben.
That took him a while. Got it. They don't seem in a celebratory mood though.
No, not really.
Sie ist manchmal tagelang verschwunden. Woher weiß sie all die Dinge, die sie weiß? Sie hat gesagt, nicht alles, was hier ist, gehört hierhin. Was hat sie damit gemeint? Claudia verheimlicht uns etwas. Wir können ihr nicht trauen. Ich hoffe, du weißt das.
And Elizabeth, she's pregnant with Charlotte, her mom.
Yeah.
Noch immer keinen Verdacht? Nein. Er hat keine Ahnung, dass es dich oder die andere Welt gibt. Du hältst den Knoten in deiner Welt aufrecht und ich in meiner. Hast du sie jemals getroffen?
Wen?
Mein älteres Ich.
Ich erinnere mich noch genau, was sie gesagt hat. Wenn alles gelingt, dann wird Regina leben.
Ich habe darüber all die Jahre nachgedacht.
Ich kann einfach nicht glauben, dass sie damit gemeint hat, dass ich ihr Leiden auf immer wiederholen soll.
Whoa.
Es muss einen Weg geben, den Knoten zu lösen, ohne alles Leben darin zu zerstören.
Ich glaube, weder Eva noch Adam kennen diesen Weg. Aber ich werde ihn finden.
Whoa, she just went rogue.
Right?
And now she's posing as the other Claudia. She knows.
Du hast Claudia nicht mitgebracht.
Or
Noah beobachtet sie. Wir müssen vorsichtig sein.
interesting.
Du musst jetzt stark sein, Hanno. Auch für deinen Vater.
Oh, she died in childbirth. Fuck.
They grew up kind of fast, didn't they?
Yeah, he aged up significantly in those
5 years.
5, 6 years.
Wir haben alles versucht, Bartosz. Sie wollte, dass sie Agnes heißt.
Yeah, okay, so Hanno and Agnes, Noah and Agnes. So his real name is Hanno, it's not... Yeah, okay.
But rearrange and you get Noah.
And erase one N, right? Hanno, is that H-A-N-N-O?
Das Paradies ist frei von Schmerz und Leid. Alles, was wir getan haben,
Oh.
ist Gott vergessen.
Charlotte! Wo ist Charlotte? Ich habe mich all die Jahre gefragt, was er damit gemeint hat. Dass wir Freunde werden, bevor du mich verrätst.
Ich weiß nicht, wovon du sprichst.
Wo ist Charlotte?
Ich weiß es nicht.
Ich wünsche dir alles Leid der Welt.
So that's how those two became kind of enemies at that point, at least.
Yeah.
What now? Oh.
Oh.
Silja? Vor ein paar Tagen, da war diese alte Frau. Sie stand einfach vor unserer Tür. Eva. Sie hat gesagt, sie weiß, wo du bist. Es ist alles meine Schuld. Ich habe alles kaputt gemacht. Aber jetzt bin ich hier. Ich bin hier, Jonas.
That's no longer the Jonas that
Mach ihn
you
die
know.
Kammer zurecht.
The chamber?
What? Excuse me, what? What chamber?
Alle Spielsteine müssen auf ihre Position. Sie ist hier falsch. Genau wie du. Mama.
Yeah, fucking do it. Fuck, dude, I thought you were just gonna send them somewhere. Straight up murder your own mom, and then what about your sister?
Sending her into the future.
Yeah.
Ich will dir ein Geheimnis zeigen. Aber wir wollen deine Mama schlafen lassen, ja?
Sleep.
Yeah. I know we haven't exactly been, you know, big supporters of Hannah and everything, and her character, but want her to die, especially not like that.
Ich brauche einen Platz zum Schlafen.
Anno? Richte dem Herrn die Kammer her.
And now we meet.
Ich habe mich gefragt, wann du kommst. Du hattest recht. Claudia, sie hat uns alle belogen. Das Buch. Die letzten Seiten, sie fehlen. Du musst sie finden. Sie werden dich zu Charlotte führen und endlich auch an dein Ziel.
Der Apparat. Er wird ihn reparieren. Du musst die Passage zerstören. Und den Knoten mit dir. Du darfst die Hoffnung niemals verlieren.
You will, though. So now we got everything ready for season 1. You know what it all started, how it all started, and.
Schon vor Wochen ist in der Kleinstadt Winden ein 15-jähriger Junge auf mysteriöse Weise verschwunden.
Willst du nicht einsteigen?
Now we're getting a little recap. Kinda.
Kennen wir uns?
Es tut mir leid.
Du bist der weiße Teufel. Charlotte.
Nein, das stimmt aber nicht.
Mama.
Ich habe dich all die Jahre gesucht.
Sie sind nicht mein Vater. Regina?
Es gibt keinen Menschen ohne Schuld. Keiner von ihnen hat einen Platz verdient in deinem Paradies. So schließt sich der Kreis.
Was ist mit Martha?
Was willst du von mir?
Ist es nicht eigenartig, dass wir die größte Abneigung den Menschen entgegenbringen, die uns am ähnlichsten sind?
Ich bin nicht wie du. Du und ich, wir haben nichts gemeinsam.
Well, that's just simply not true.
Und den Schmerz vergisst man nicht. Er zeichnet uns. Unser Leben lang. Wir tragen die gleichen Narben.
Okay, that's how she got that scar.
Damit du niemals vergisst, auf welche Seite du wirklich gehörst. Du verstehst es jetzt vielleicht noch nicht. Aber mit uns entscheidest du dich für das Leben. Mit Adam für den Tod.
That's what you keep telling us. Oh yeah. And now we're at the end of the last episode. Now
It's
what?
still there.
Das kann nicht sein.
Didn't work, man.
Hallo Jonas.
Oh. Claudia. She made some moves that's at least something we were not aware of. You know, the fact that she kind of went rogue.
Yeah.
Like, not listening to Adam, not listening to Eva.
No.
So, essentially, like, we have maybe not like 3 different organizations or like, but there are, you know, Adam, what he's trying to do, Eva, and what she's trying to do, and all their followers, but Claudia, whom they both thought was just a piece of the puzzle, so to say, and a puzzle piece for them to move around. But she's been doing her own thing. And I think, well, yeah, obviously, her showing up there with Adam being like, this can't be. This is not what was supposed to happen. I worked it all out. What the hell? And then she probably, hopefully, has something to tell him and then us about, you know, what really happened, why that didn't work, what she has been doing while Eva and Adam, they have been doing their thing. And, yeah. As I said up top, a lot of jumping around in this one. That's exactly what we got. And they did explain a lot to us in this one, like straight up explanations, both from Tannhaus, and they also, during that, you know, the thing that happens in all the episodes, the little music sequence where they're using like a song. In that one, they almost like they showed us what happened
or what we've seen before.
Yeah, what we've seen before, and what happened especially with Jonas and Noah, or Hanno and Claudia, during, you know, what we saw in seasons 1 and 2. But now we have so much more info and you know, background knowledge about who they really are and who they're related to, and, you know, their actions just make so much more sense in hindsight.
Yeah, and we also see how everything they've fought for so far, how it just all plays into the whole cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how they still are just feeding into it. And I actually thought it would like be over after that.
Mm-hmm.
But then we saw the ending of the last episode, and even a little bit past that, when we saw Claudia and how she's, as you said, gone rogue, and she's not like a part of the light and shadow thing. She's not now completely her own agent, and maybe she is the saving grace, maybe she is not, and there's still a lot of things we don't know exactly, and a lot about how she ties into all of this. And we also saw, and I think that's why they showed us, but we also saw that because your older self is alive, then apparently you can't die.
Yep.
And I was thinking she shot herself.
Yeah, but from the other world.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and that version might not have a future. Like, maybe she was always, or maybe not, supposed to die there. But the Claudia from our world has an older self running around as well. So she couldn't die. At least, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it made sense. It makes sense the way you put it. Like, she does not have an older self. And that's why she's not intervening, and why she was able to kill her. Because I was wondering about that. But of course it's because she's off-world and
yeah.
But I must say, with all these time jumping, while I did understand like chronologically where we were, I was still very confused about all these different. Shut up. I was still very confused about all these
dates
years.
and
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
It was very confusing because up till this point we primarily worked in 33 years.
Yeah. This is the first time where they really showed us not just the years, that's like with 33 years between them, but also, what happened in between those years, especially, in the past with Jonas and Bartos, Bartos meeting Celia and them having Hanno and Agnes. And we also saw in the future Jonas and Noah or Hanno growing up, being friends and then becoming enemies, and Noah and Elizabeth, the falling in love and having a child, Charlotte, who then got abducted. I'm not sure, maybe it's just me who's just forgetting some of all the stuff that's been going on, but Charlotte and Elizabeth, how did they get there and why did they do what they did? Why did they...
They were put there by Eva.
They were, okay,
when
yeah.
When she delegated her tasks, she delegated that task.
That's
for,
right,
for
yeah. It's just she was delegating a lot, so...
yeah, of course. And we still don't know exactly this whole story and how it kind of plays into this, because we still don't know exactly what those last pages are saying, and I guess those pages are like the key to this whole mystery, and we will get it in the next one.
Yes.
Because it's the
final final episode, and we need that piece of the puzzle, and they haven't really addressed that whole thing, the missing pages, and Claudia as well. It was a big thing in the first season, and Noah looking for the missing pages. Then he shot her, found the pages, and then said something about Charlotte that cannot be true. And we just thought that, the thing that we were supposed to get from that was the big revelation that, he's related to Charlotte, or there's something there. And now we obviously know there is, but those pages might have been, the information in there might have been about why Charlotte got abducted and why she disappeared, or something we don't know.
And I think there's still a lot of questions, of course.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we only saw Tannhaus. He made something. We did not see exactly what it did, how it worked.
That's
we
right.
Also, sorry.
No, I'm just agreeing. I'm just saying that's right. Yeah.
And one thing I also thought about, maybe the whole key to the mystery, maybe it all, I kind of hope it kind of ties back to the abduction of the both Mads Nielsen and the red-haired guy, Erik.
Yeah.
That was kind of the whole thing that set this off, right?
Exactly, and abducting these children, and then we seeing them in this room, and them being put into this machine that's kind of closing around them or closing around their eyes, and then dumping the kids in another time when they've just this whole part is just burned or seared off. What's that about? What are they testing there? What is Noah doing? That's still
a mystery.
Why? We know now. The connection with Noah and why he wants to do something, and he wants to, of course, get his daughter back and be able to get to the paradise. And what does his paradise look like? And we know all the character motivations pretty much, or we know a lot of the character motivations, but still, some of the things that they are doing, it doesn't, their motivation doesn't tell us exactly why did Noah use this machine, and why did he abduct those children when it wasn't because he's trying to test out some sort of time machine, because he can already that whole they can travel through time and between the worlds and all that. Noah knows about that. Adam knows, but I don't know. I might be rambling now, but it's just
a lot of questions still.
Still a lot of questions, and only one episode left, and we are expecting for them to lift the curtain, so to say, so that we will know how it all fits together in the last one. I don't even know what else to get into now.
No, exactly. It's just like this was an episode. I feel like that was just picking up a lot of threads and kind of threading it into, and yet it's still build up to the next one where we're gonna have all the last few questions
answered.
Yeah. The only thing at this point I'm like really curious about is just how is this gonna stop? How is the cycle gonna stop? And
yes.
how, like, you know, what is the things or what are the events that need to happen to make this end?
Yeah, make the suffering end, because it's still going on.
Everyone is suffering.
Everyone is suffering, and
anyone not suffering.
Exactly, and there was even more suffering and tragedy in this one, and you know, especially with Jonas turning into Adam and freaking killing his own mom. And yeah, it's just still people dying, and it's still the cycle is just still going. It's still going on. We've been watching this cycle just continue for 2 seasons and 9 episodes, and now we have this one last episode where it's just like,
7
okay,
episodes?
so how do we make it stop? Sorry?
7 episodes?
Oh yeah, sorry, 7 episodes. It's just in my mind, like every season of anything is 10 episodes, because that's just no, yeah, of course. 2 seasons and 7 episodes. I totally lost. No, it's okay. I don't know where that was going anyway. All I wanted to say was just we've been seeing so much suffering, and we want it to end. They want it to end. How is it going to end?
And I remember seeing Celia in the future, back when, seeing her with Jonas, and saying there's something between these two. I can't put something on. I was like, are they going into the future or back in time or wherever? Where are they going, these two? And are they maybe hooking up now and stuff like that? Where I found out that this bond, this connection they have is familiarity, like them being siblings.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Celia was so, I don't know if she was protective, but at least it felt like she was looking up to him, or like she had some sort of fondness towards him.
Yeah.
And that's clearly because it's like familiar bonds. Like,
they're family. And we were asking the question, like, why is Celia? Why is she loyal to Adam? Why is she? What is she doing there? Now that makes sense.
Now we know, yeah. And that was also when I knew that when she came back with Celia, I was just like, well, you're gone, Hannah. You're gone, because I don't remember seeing you other way, like other places in this whole timeline. And when he even said, like, you were like a misplaced in this.
Yeah, you're a puzzle piece that's not supposed to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I put all these things up into position. I put all my pawns in the right positions, and now I have this girl, like Celia, now I have her, and I don't know what to do with her. So I think that's why he just yeeted her into the future as far away as possible to not, to fit in somewhere else at least.
Maybe, yeah.
And then just killing off Hannah because she was like a loose end.
Yeah, seems like it. And Celia's father is Egon. So this, okay. We had 2 pregnant Hannahs. It just dawned on me. We had a pregnant Hannah in one world and a pregnant Hannah in the other world. And in the first world, she went back in time and she got pregnant because of, she's with Egon, or she was with Egon. But in the other world, she's pregnant with Ulrich.
Yeah, but she either had a miscarriage or died in the apocalypse.
Yeah, okay. But Egon still showed up there. That's where Egon showed up, right? Eva sent Egon to do something, and he showed up, like, right when she was bleeding and everything. So
we still don't know what that is about.
Yeah. That's why I was a little bit confused about. So what Hannah showed up with what child here? And is Silja the child of Egon or the child of Ulrich?
No, it must be from
Egon.
Because she knew Jonas. And she knew Jonas like as a son.
Yes, of
and
course.
And she never knew
Jonas was not a part of the second world. Yes,
exactly.
It's good to just talk it through sometimes.
Yeah. Then things start to make sense.
Yeah. Still don't know how Silja, like, is that just a birth defect mark? Something, the scar-looking thing across her face? Or did she just get that as a young child? Or is that something we're going to see in the last one? Because it's kind of reminiscent of the scar, that Eva has. And she just gave to her younger self as a reminder of, like, this is just for you to remember what side you're on.
Yeah, and I thought that was a very nice representation of, because she talked about, like, pain and having the same scars and dealing from the same pain and then knew the same pain.
Yeah.
And I think to remind her in the future, she gave her that scar to remind her, because then she would always be reminded that, hey, we're dealing with the same emotions, we're dealing with the same pain.
Yeah.
And this is like a physical
reminder of
the same pain.
Yeah. But beyond that, I don't think I really have anything. I'm sure we could just keep talking and trying to work stuff out and get confused maybe even further. I don't know. But let's just end it here. And now we have a little time to get ready and prepare ourselves mentally for the last episode of Dark. The one that's going to tie up all the loose ends. Because that's going to happen. Bless you.
Thank you.
And with that, there's nothing else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.